Does writing a prompt feels like a rocket science to you? So you start writing a prompt by following one of the frameworks and very quickly it feels like too much. And even then, the ChatGPT response doesn't feel your way. What if I told you that in 2025, we have a better way of doing it that doesn't involve heavy typing? And no, I'm not talking about ChatGPT voice feature, which isn't that great when it comes to serious work. In this video, I'll show you simple yet powerful way of converting your thoughts and ideas into effective prompts without you memorizing any prompt framework. This will make your AI usage natural and conversational rather than programming. Hi everyone, my name is Nitesh and welcome back to my channel. If you're not familiar with prompt, then think of prompt like an instruction or question that you ask AI assistant like ChatGPT to get the desired output. Now think of ChatGPT like a smart kid who would take your things literally. So if you ask this kid, bring me something from the kitchen, then it might bring you a spoon, a banana, or even a trash. Technically all correct, but not something what you were looking for. Now same thing happens when you ask ChatGPT to write an article on a global warming, for instance, without being specific. Now who it is for, what should be the length. Now you get a response, but not exactly what you're looking for. There are so many frameworks to write an effective prompts. But in a nutshell, you should specify the task, the context around it, and the output, desired output what you're looking for. Now I'm not saying that you should not learn about these frameworks, because knowing the fundamentals or the basics is really important for effective usage of AI. But let's be honest, do you actually follow this step-by-step method every time? The reality is, we start typing, get to about 6-7 lines, but then we have urge to hit the enter because we are getting impatient. And for the complex tasks like reasoning, you even need detailed prompts, and that makes it even harder to write. Now think about it. What feels natural to you? Writing down your thoughts or talking out loud? Talking, of course, because speaking and thinking happens together without us even realizing it. Now, I'm not talking about ChatGPT voice feature here because it still pushes you to finalize your thoughts quickly. When I started writing prompts, I felt the same way. Then I started delegating my prompt writing to AI. Now I would use Clouder for instance to write a prompt for me, and then I would use the same prompt generated by Clouder to ChatGPT to get the output that I was looking for. For instance, I would ask Clouder something like this so that it can generate a prompt, and as you can see, it has clearly generated a prompt for me and I did not have to write anything from scratch, and you can see it's quite detailed. Now that was faster and better, and I didn't even have to memorize any framework at all. But the problem was there was still so much fluff and the response was not exactly what I was looking for. Then I changed my approach and I've been using this for a while. First, I think and talk about my ideas out loud. I literally walk around my room while doing this. While I do that, I use speech to text feature within OneNote that will convert my natural thinking to text. Now you can use any other tool you would like. And I don't worry about perfecting it yet because the idea is to get all the thoughts noted down. Next, I quickly check the text for the mistakes because this conversion is not always 100% correct. And then I would use this raw material and then feed AI with a prompt like this. The AI then organizes your natural thinking to an effective prompt, which you can then use to get actual result. Something like this. Here you can clearly see that I just provided my raw thoughts to Clouder and then gave it the task to generate an effective prompt for me. Now it will follow the framework. Now you can also notice that I still specified the basic thing like providing the task, context and expected out format. And that's why I emphasize that knowing the basics, it's still very important for you to get the best output of any LLM that you're using. Now you can notice that Clouder has generated a prompt for me, which I can use with any LLM out there. And it has combined my thoughts with it. So I just have to copy from here, maybe make some minor adjustment and then paste it into another LLM, which I'm going to do in this case with ChatGPT. Now after using this prompt in ChatGPT, you can see this is the report or the output that I was looking for. Of course, it is not perfect, but then it is something what I was looking for. I can still make some adjustment. I can still ask for it. Like I said, you have to make it conversation rather than perfecting your first prompt. You don't have to start from scratch every time. You can build a collection of prompts for yourself. I use OneNote to organize mine by type. I will make a separate video on the organization of the prompt that can save you many hours. Remember, ChatGPT works best as a conversation, so don't try to fit everything into one perfect prompt. Instead, start with your thought, then convert it to prompt. See what AI gives you as a response. Ask for changes, maybe setting up the tone, giving you more detail on a specific point. Think of it as a conversation rather than one-time instruction. This is more flexible and easier than trying to perfect your first prompt. So, think out loud, record your thoughts, and then let AI convert it to effective prompts. That's 2025 approach to prompt engineering, which only few are talking about. If you found this helpful, like and share, and hit subscribe. And let me know in the comments what tricks you use to get your best out from AI. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Till then, Geo Smart, Geo AI.